this here video is that we see some pretty fascinating things here. We see Joe Fastbuck doing his autopsy work, and it was a really professional job considering we did it in the back room of the post office there. That's about the only place that had enough room to do him, but this is quite a good videotape, and it's very authentic, and I think you'll even be, when you see it, you'll be amazed at how authentic this videotape is. I mean, we went to great pains to make this authentic for you to look at, and we know you're going to enjoy the authenticity of it at the very most, so please pay close attention to some of the details in this here video, and don't be offended by the content, because we did our best to keep it from being offensive, and I mean, well, you know, when we were doing it, we were trying to make sure we had good angles that didn't offend people, and that's what we tried to do, because that's the kind of guys we are. So why don't we have a look at that there now, okay? Stu, is it? Yeah, my good buddy Stu says that's okay, so let's do it now. Let's have a look, Ted, the camera. Okay, there we go. There's the video starting up now. This is, of course, the alien here when we see it. We're using some Mexican music, because it was in New Mexico, of course, so it was pretty interesting. There's the alien. Isn't that a wild-looking critter? Well, yes, friend, it was a very strange-looking creature. It certainly had some strange features, almost human in some ways, and in other ways it was almost alien-like. Look at all the see, this alien, those that were still alive, see, that seemed to come to life once. There's Joe Fastbuck, of course. Yeah, Joe was there's that critter doing that again, isn't that wild, eh? With a little, what kind of knife is that? That's a little hunting knife, you see, friend, that they have out on the reserve there in New Mexico, and some of the tribesmen use that exclusively. You can see the date on there. You'll note the date, how it's the date there for 1947. That is very thin tissue or something there. I don't know what it was, and now he's got another, take a little bit more out of it there, and this thing, though it was dead, like it was officially dead, you see, but just couldn't seem to keep it dead. What's this? This is some kind of, I don't know what that is, actually, Stu, I think that's some kind of, organ there. Well, there, some belly button pulled something, it looks like a lot like a banana, but it's an organ down again there, and it, or whatever it is there, knocks it down, and keeps smiling, you know, no matter what you do. It's had half its organs cut out now, and smiling and getting up all the time. And, you know, it apparently did the same day in another alien, and it was the same reaction, you know. It was kind of, it'd smile every time you'd cut at it, and this is the same type of day. And Joe Fastbuck's wife, Lucinda Fastbuck, did it, and there's some dirty toes, and that toe jab, it just stunk so bad I couldn't handle it there. You see me waving my hands. Now there's Joe's wife gonna cut his head open, I think. No, she's gonna cut his throat. This is pretty interesting. Now, where did you get the bullets? Where did the bullets go on this one, Fred? Well, I think I put one in his upper thyroid there, and Billy Johnson, who was a guy native down there, he put one through his I don't know what do you call it, deltoid or something like that. Some kind of muscle. That's what the Joe Fastbuck said anyway about it. What he knows, I don't know. And there, you get some more on your hands there, you're wiping it off on Joe's wife there, who runs off in Taekwondo. I didn't know they had Taekwondo back in 1947. Well, it just kind of starting, Brent. It was not real popular yet, but they had a few places having Taekwondo, and it's an ancient Oriental art, and of course these Indians have been said to be Orientals, and couldn't be where it came from. Now there's a piece of the body. I think that's just about all the footage we have, Fred. I'm not too sure about that, but not too sure. This is a map. Now somebody phoned into the show, phoned into a station and told us that you guys are idiots. This place was Roswell, New Mexico, not Braswell. Well, you're quite right. I mean, it was almost 50 years ago, and our memories are a little rusty, so you're quite right. It was Roswell, New Mexico. Here it is on the map. So just to clarify something, actually Fred and I had this idea that we would give you the wrong name to see how many people were out there watching and were learn about these things, and they proved that they are quite learned about these things, weren't they, Fred? Of course, it was Roswell, not Braswell, but we got
course, and got it right. So what is really amazing about this video that I took was how tremendously clear those pictures were at the time, and then they got very grainy over the years. And it's hard to believe that could happen, but it's absolutely authentic. And if you'd like to have a copy of this VHS cassette, we're going to make copies of it for our viewers who happen to watch the show today. The VHS cassette, and it's very similar to the VHS cassettes of today, but they're except that they're very absolutely authentic. Okay, and also I'd like you to write a special number, but Fred is going to have all the information. Fred,
hey, thanks, Stu, and it has been a great time we had together today, and we were, of course, talking about doing this for a couple weeks till now. And this cassette, if you'd like a copy of it, it's care of BS Fred Risher Enterprises, and that is care of Stu Pitnut at 13 BS Way, Toledo, Illinois, 60608. That's Fred Risher Enterprises, BS Fred Risher Enterprises, care of Stu Pitnut, 13 BS Way, Toledo, Illinois, 60608. Okay, so if you send for that video cassette, send along $50.95. That's including all the state and provincial taxes. That should cover it all. And if it doesn't, well, we'll go out to dinner some night or something. How about that? Okay, Stu, and along with that, we got a special treat for you. The last book of Fred Risher poems, and this is called the Book of Dead Alien Poems, and I just sat down and I whipped her off this morning, actually, and I whipped off all the poems there this morning, so it should be really good. Hunting for Aliens. Good title, huh? Okay. Hunting for aliens. Out among the aliens. That's, I couldn't rhyme any other flowers' names with aliens, so I sort of changed aliens. Okay, no problem. Shot up their little flying saucer. Couldn't get her home, so they had to toss her. One gets in my rifle sight while I was trying to blow an armadillo to daylights. We had a medicine man do the autopsy. Got his hands all bloody and blotchy. Put her on, put her on TV 50 years later. Hoped to get richer than Ralph Nader. Wondering if them people will come back to Earth to dare. Ask for their rightful share of the money, of course, for putting her on TV and making all this money from these video cassettes. So, anyway, we hope you enjoyed the show. I certainly enjoyed putting it on for you, and I certainly enjoyed having my good friend Stu Pitnut, my great friend Stu Pitnut, of course, here. Stu, I haven't seen you for 50 years, but we're still old pals. Yeah, see, we certainly are, Fred. It's certainly good to have me on the show again, and I hope it's my first time, and I hope to be on again soon. Okay, well, that's about it for the BS Fred Risher Show for today, and we hope you enjoyed it, and hope you send in for those video cassettes. We got lots of them here for you. So until next time, this is BS Fred Risher.
All dissatisfied customers from previous Fred Risher offers can now be deferred to Mr. Isaac Feldman, attorney at law, 67 Shyster Boulevard, Amway, New York, 13130, basement apartment. Thank you for joining us. Join us again next time when Fred has another guest. Until then, this is Elmer Fudd saying good day for the Fred Risher Show.